Today on Softball 360, the Stadium Power Tour is southbound for a show in Jackson, Tennessee. This is softball country and the home of the Southern League All-Star Game. Time to check out some of tomorrow's big leaguers today.
I'm Natalie Kane. Today we have a special edition of the Stadium Power Tour, and we got one-on-one with Jeff Halsey Hall.
Find out how the leader from East Coast Athletics makes softball his life's work, and we'll meet his favorite teammate. Later, we'll travel to one of the largest tournaments in the land. It's in North Dakota, and it's simply known as McQuaid's. Find out why they stage it all for charity. Come on along, we're going to Jackson. Get ready, Softball 360 starts now.
Hey softball fans, welcome to today's episode. Hey fans, welcome to Softball 360, North America's biggest and best show about the sport we love, softball. Today, the Long Haul Bombers Stadium Power Tour, powered by HomeRunMonkey.com, continues on. You know these guys, they're the only ones who can do this in the sport. You know what it is. Hit that ball 500 feet and beyond. But first, before we get to see them, let's rewind and find out what's happened this season so far.
Dateline, Miami, Florida, and plenty is on the line in the season opener for the Bombers. Stepping up for Team Worth is Greg Cannell. It looks like Greg spent some off-season time in the gym. Plenty of power at the plate. Connie is the youngest member on the Stadium Power Tour, but he brings a lot of softball experience when he swings for the fences and beyond. Cannell finished strong, 10 homers and the money ball for 11 points. Now it was time for softball royalty to take the plate. Two-time champ on the Stadium Power Tour, Denny Crine, quickly establishes that he's back in the championship hunt. 11 home runs, and Denny nailed the money ball for a total of 12 points to take the top spot today. The rest of the season will not be short of drama and competition. Round 2 travels to Tropicana Field, home of the Tampa Bay Rays and the site of the 2008 World Series. At the plate for Team Easton is legendary Brett Helmer. Legendary because of his 4 national batting titles. Brett's nickname is Large, and he's in charge. And Large blasted 9 homers for 9 points to take the lead in Tampa. Only one player stands in Helmer's path today, and it's Denny Primetime Crime. DC tops Helmer and ends the day with another victory. 11 homers and the money ball for 12 big points. Here are your final standings from round 2 in Tampa. Ooh, winds of change are in the air, and the swirling winds of a Citi Field nor'easter greeted DeMarini teammate Kevin Philby. The rookie from Ohio's a southpaw, and the lucky lefty swings like a wily vet. A fantastic finish and 8 big points for Philby. Another rook stepped up. Tim, don't call him Tiny, Coco of Team TPS. Coco was going loco with some massive upper deck blasts. He's a hitting machine who ends up with 8 points, tied for the lead with Philby so far. He's the hometown hero, Team Easton's Brett the Hitman Helmer. Brett hails from New York and is a longtime softball ambassador who knows what the fans want. Lots of softball souvenirs. Big Brett has 8 points coming into the money ball. He can win it all with this swing. And, oh, not today, Hitman. The New York contest ends with a rare 3-way tie. And that's where we are so far on the Stadium Power Tour.
So that's how we got here. And here, the Long Haul Bombers are putting on a special exhibition as part of the Southern League All-Star Game.
Jackson, Tennessee is located about halfway between Nashville and Memphis. But on this hot Monday night, Jackson was the center of the softball world.
You get some true baseball fans here too.
It's the site of the Southern League All-Star Game, and the Long Haul Bombers are in town for a home run derby expo.
We're really excited to have him here and to see Halsey hit some over the clubhouse, see some softballs go over the scoreboard, put on a great show for these fans in West Tennessee.
Pringles Park is the Class AA home for the Seattle Mariners farm team, the Jackson Generals.
Hello, welcome to Pringles Park. Come on in.
It's a classic minor league park with some major league touches. In addition to the Long Haul Bombers show, it's hosting the Southern League All-Star Game. There were a few future major leaguers on the field. Always fun to say you saw them when they were just getting started.
Yeah, if record proves, to be correct, about 60% of these guys will have pretty long major league careers.
There's some great talent that comes to this league right here, and you've seen it in the home run derby. Those guys were killing it.
You're seeing the stars of tomorrow today, actually.
But there was also plenty of other hits in Jackson, including the world's only Rockabilly Hall of Fame. Music legend Carl Perkins grew up in West Tennessee. And of course, we all remember blue suede shoes. Lots of history for music fans, from Wanda Jackson to Elvis Presley. And talk about a jolt. They even have the King's very own heart defibrillator that was on tour with them. Talk about all shook up. Oh, but wait, there's more. Jackson also has the world's largest museum dedicated to America's legendary locomotive engineer, Casey Jones. Casey's home's been turned into a complex that honors railroading and the backstory behind that famous train wreck.
If he hadn't slowed it down, if he had jumped, the engine would have crashed into the back of the caboose and all the passengers would have been killed. So he gave his life to save others.
But Jackson is still softball country, with a massive amount of fields and complexes for teams and players. Back at Pringles Park, the Bombers have arrived and are getting ready for the show. It's a good old-fashioned softball party, plenty to celebrate. So let the good times roll in Jackson.
Monday night and a crowd like this, what else could you ask for, to tell you the truth? So it's going to be fun.
More hits ahead with the Long Haul Bombers and Softball 360. That's next.
When we return, does Halsey Hall think he can win it all on the Stadium Power Tour? We'll hang out with the main man for East Coast Athletics. It's a hot night in Jackson, and it's gonna melt down when the Bombers take the stage for a one-of-a-kind home run expo. And later, it's one of the largest tournaments in the nation, and they stage it all for charity. And this year, a new twist, the Long Haul Bombers and some wild weather.